What up, Tucson, Arizona? This is a Call Me Crazy show, episode 237, and it's great to be back. You might have not noticed, but we have been off the air, or not off the air, in terms of literally off the air. We've been around. There've been several tapes I've been showing in the past summer months, but it's official. Now we're back to our normal schedule. Congratulations, TCCC, for keeping that around and alive. And once again, I have to thank the end of television for making Call Me Crazy possible. But this is symbolic, this episode, because not only symbolic in terms of the TV show. I hope it's symbolic in terms of many of you are starting a new school year. The weather is changing, and the sun doesn't seem. It's not as harsh as it was in May and June, and turning to fall. And the other day I was at Walgreens and they were putting up the Halloween stuff already, so it's already starting to be fall. But I'm very glad to be alive and here. And the first thing I wanted to talk about is the Jan Brewer fiasco that's going on. You know how she had passed that immigration law. You know, we're totally hated by. We're not hated by any of the other states in the union. We're get tape or battery going out, Marty. Blinking red. Oh, okay. My bad. But anyways, Jan Brewer is the governor of Arizona, and I don't like her at all. Come November, hopefully most of you will go out and vote for Terry Goddard, because it's not who you vote for, it's who you vote against. So who's against Jan Brewer? It's Terry Goddard. But anyways, that Jan Brewer immigration law that she did, and apparently all the other states are kind of relieved. Several states are relieved that the media has been concentrating so hard on Arizona that even some southern states of the U.S., the governors of some southern states have written letters to Jan Brewer and saying, "Thank you for taking the heat off of us. Now we can live our life in peace." And now Arizona at the butt of jokes. A lot of what's the word I'm looking for? There's a lot of hatred, I think, being thrown at Arizona. But anyway, they've been calling Arizona the anti-brown state, among other things. And then they've been calling it also the don't ever go there because because the main issue what everybody's feeling about is in the Constitution it said all men are created equal, and apparently I don't think we're being we're being treated equally in the same U.S. just because of the color. And that's not even it's not even about the color thing. It's the immigration. It doesn't matter if you're from Pakistan, India, Korea, Bolivia, Colombia, Australia, Italy. It doesn't matter. What matters is that this several important governmental officials are so ignorant of the real lives of real people out here in Arizona. They think, and John McCain including, I respect him. He's a decorated war hero and everything, and I respect that. Great man. But in terms of being a politician, I think he's horrible. I think he's bad for the state. Yeah, last I heard, he sunk in maybe $10-20 million on this ad campaign, the recent ad campaign to run for the Senate seat again. But anyways, no, not the Senate seat. When the race up in November, hopefully, he won't win. But that's what I've been really focusing on lately because it's such a big deal. There's been so many protests on that. And then I figure, well, call me crazy, have to get on the bandwagon, which is not really the bandwagon, because I myself, unfortunately, have had talked to a lot of cops in my lifetime. Not bad, but mostly good. Who am I kidding? But anyways, from what I'm learning is that some judge, I guess, ruled it unconstitutional to ask someone for legal papers, I believe. I'm not sure. It gets so much of that stuff is flying out that you don't know what to believe in anymore. Or maybe I'm making a big deal out of it. Maybe it's nothing. But a lot of boycotts too. A lot of people are pulling out, not just the entertainment industry, but also the sports industry. A lot of teams, a lot of people are thinking twice now to have conferences and special meetings and huge seminars in Arizona because they feel like, well, it won't be worth the trip to go down there if we're going to be harassed, So why bother? So that's what people are doing, and apparently it's showing. Arizona's budget is horrible. Everything is getting cut. Everything. And it's funny. Everything gets cut, but the money that we owe and all that money that is supposed to come to us, it gets bigger and worse, and it's a no-win situation there too. And don't even get me started on Rio Nuevo, because the other day I think it was this morning. Oh, bye. Sorry about that tape glitch. But what was I talking about? I do not remember. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a long and crazy summer.
Rio Nuevo.
Oh yeah, and don't even get me started on Rio Nuevo because there has not been anything going right for Rio Nuevo ever since 1999. That's when it was passed. And I was in downtown this morning, and oh boy. Don't get me started. But anyways, I'm glad to be back. We'll be doing more episodes for you guys. Also, I hope you guys enjoyed the crossover into television, Call Me Crazy at Creamorama 2010. I hope you enjoyed that segment. That was a lot of fun. I should talk about that, as a matter of fact. Previously on the episode before us, me and Marty had attended a Screamorama Fest, which is a 12-hour festival that was held at the Loft, and it's held maybe I think once a year or twice a year, but I'm not sure. Been to several. I been to one of them before, so I knew what to expect. But this year was a lot of fun. Great selection of movie. Was not too big on that scoring being there. One of the last movies there. But it was great seeing Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2 on big screen. It was great watching The Howling. Very cool. And then also too, for the mainstream, they have put the movie made by Neil Marshall, who The Descent, about the women who descend into a tunnel under the ground, and they get lost. And then the other movie also was it's a great movie. It's I believe an Italian movie, I believe, but it was made it was released in 1980, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time. And it's called Cannibal Holocaust, and they had a showing of that at I think at 4:30 in the morning. Yeah, it was like 4:20 in the morning, somewhere around there. 4:20, at 4:20 in the morning. That morning, Cannibal Holocaust. Have seen it. So if you have seen it, so you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you guys who have never seen Cannibal Holocaust, it is not for the faint of heart. I have seen so many different kind of movies. I believe me, guys, I have seen it all. But I thought I'd seen it all until I saw Cannibal Holocaust. And I've seen stuff like that before, but not so well made in a way that how they pull it off. I don't want to ruin too much of it. You have to watch it for yourself. But anyways, I read that the director of Cannibal Holocaust made a cameo in Hostel 2, which is the sequel to Hostel, the one with Jay Hernandez, directed by Eli Roth. Right? Yes. And that's cool in itself too. But Cannibal Holocaust is a great movie. If you ever get a chance to watch it, if you ever get a chance to see it anywhere, I highly recommend that you take your family to watch it. It's a family film called Cannibal Holocaust. You can take your 5-year-old kid, you can take the 78-year-old grandma. It's a film for the family. It has great production value. Your parents will dig it. So if you can get a copy of Cannibal Holocaust, I highly suggest that you watch it. It is up there with, you know what? It's not up there with anything. It's in a class by itself. Cannibal Holocaust. Even I like saying Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust. Cannibal Holocaust. It's funny. It's cool to say it. But anyway, that was a great viewing of that. I remember at one point during the movie Cannibal Holocaust, it's like 5 o'clock in the morning, and it's a full theater. The theater is packed, just about. And I remember thinking, there were some people there who not once got out of their seats. They were there from 9 p.m. till 9 in the morning, and that's very hardcore. We saw every film too, just about. But we took smoke breaks and we went outside, took meal breaks, get some fresh air in between movies. But yeah, during Cannibal Holocaust, I remember thinking at 5 in the morning, dude, and you could hear some people snoring. I was one of them, I think. But the 9 p.m. showing for Howling, it was festive. A lot of people died, a lot of clapping, by Texas Chainsaw Massacre Part 2. Later on that night, the second feature. It was still festive, we were clapping for Leatherhead when he came out for the first time, which is freaking fucking cool, I think. But, and then as the night wore on, it grew less festive and it toned down. And by 5 in the morning, when Cannibal Holocaust is barely halfway through the film, and there's still more to see, I remember there was this hush, it was so silent in the movie. I swear, you could hear the reel in the projector going. Cause I remember thinking that I had one eyelid open, and I'm trying to scope out the screen, and I'm looking around also, and I noticed that some people are in awe and shock watching Cannibal Holocaust, probably because it's their first time, not knowing what to expect. It's not, like I said, for the faint of heart. But some people were not saying anything at all. And so it was so quiet in there at one point. I remember thinking, this is what we came for.